open that up. Go here. YouTube. I should go to YouTube. Okay. Okay. And then once you go in, click that picture.
Thank you. Okay, I think we are live. I'm hoping that we're live. Um, if you are watching live, please comment. Let me know that you can see me, that you can hear me. Sorry for the delay. I actually started early to log on, and as luck would have it, Logitech, which is the software that I use to record my YouTube videos, it had run an update and messed everything up, of course, all my settings. So that all had to be redone, and that's why I'm late going live, so I apologize for that. Again, if you are here live with me, please say hello in the comments. Let me know that you're here and let me know if let me know where you're watching me from, um, and um, let me know that you can see me. So, welcome to Creating with Rebecca. It is Wednesday, May 28th, 2025, and it is Paper Pumpkin Night. So, the fourth Wednesday of each month, I go live to assemble that month's Paper Pumpkin kit. And tonight we are doing the May Paper Pumpkin. It is Mountain Majesties. Hopefully, you can see that okay. I'm sorry for the glare. I don't know what to do about that because I need the light to see. Maybe if I do it that way a little bit. Is that better? Hopefully. I don't know. It's hard to say. If I come down a little bit. Okay, so this is the May Paper Pumpkin Kit. It's a monthly subscription. It costs $27 a month to subscribe, and it comes right to your door. So I shouldn't say to your door. It comes to your mailbox, depending on where that's at. Ours is down the street. It's not attached to our house, so. But this particular kit makes 9 cards, three different designs. Tonight, I'm just going to put together one card of each design. And then later, at a later date, I will come back with the alternatives, but I will show you what I did. So the paper pumpkin kit comes with these beautiful colored instructions. And it tells you step one, card two, card three. It also tells you on the back side here, it tells you what the kit components are that you should all have in your kit. It tells you the coordinating Stampin' Up! Colors. And so for this kit, we have Basic Black, Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight, Mossy Meadow, Pecan Pie, and Petal Pink. It also tells you about the add-on die set that you can get um, that will match this month's paper pumpkin and the 2 previous months. So I don't normally get the add-ons because I've got so many die sets, it's unbelievable. But for those that are just maybe building your craft supplies, this is a great and inexpensive way to build up your craft supplies. So let us show you what you have in your paper pumpkin box. So this is what it looks like when it comes to you. And it comes with an ink spot. And this month's is Misty Moonlight. I have a full-size Misty Moonlight stamp pads, so that's what I'll be using. These I save for giveaways, so I'll put that aside. The stamp set that you get is a photopolymer stamp set. And rather than trying to read this and show you all of this, I'm going to read to you what the sentiments are. You mean the world to me. Happy birthday. I love you. Best dad ever. You're the greatest. Happy Father's Day. And to a wonderful man. And then you can see that you have these images of these birds in flight. So this month's kit, as you have probably figured out, is a more masculine and lending towards Father's Day, which is next month in June. So if you got your paper pumpkin kit this month, you will be ready to go and have your Father's Day cards made. So we have our stamp set, we have our dies, excuse me, we have our card spaces, we have our Stampin' Dimensional adhesives, we have beautiful, beautiful matching envelopes. So this would be, let's see what color this would be. This would be Lost Lagoon, and this would be Petal Pink, and this I believe is Misty Moonlight, the color of our ink spot, which I love that color by the way. So these are our matching envelopes. We have some tear and tape adhesive, and we have some dies, die cuts, um, and labels and whatnot. So I have cut all these apart, all the dies that came with it, the little cutouts. And I'm going to put those aside because I'm going to use those later to make a alternatives. But I did want to show you something, and that is rather than making three of each card, that gets kind of boring sometimes. Plus, if it's Father's Day, I don't need three Father's Day cards. My father is deceased, and my husband just had one of them. So who's a father to our child, so I only need one Father's Day card, maybe two for my father-in-law actually. So two cards, but I don't want them to be the same. So I'm just going to make one of each. So what I did was I cut up the card bases and made additional card panels that I can use to make additional alternative cards. So we'll look at those later, but I just wanted to let you know that. So let's get started with our cards. And also, if you are interested in signing up for next month's Paper Pumpkin Kit in June, in fact, let me show that really quick while I'm thinking about it so I don't forget. Next month's Paper Pumpkin Kit is going to be this right here. You can subscribe May 11th through June 10th for this kit. It makes 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs with 9 coordinating envelopes, similar to what we have this month. And you'll have pre-cut paper pieces and sentiment labels. The coordinating colors for that kit will be Berry Burst, Cajun Craze, Early Espresso, Mossy Meadow, Pretty Peacock, and that will be the classic Stampin' Spot that will be included in that kit. And then you'll have the new, or one of the new in colors, Timid Tiger, that will be in that card kit. So this kit also coordinates with the Floral Charm Suite Collection, item number 166141. So if you wanted to order that along with your Paper Pumpkin subscription for June, then you could probably, again, um, increase your number of cards and things that you can make. So I wanted to let you know about that. Let's see, what else? Oh, yes, I should tell you this really quick before we start. So, as many of you probably know, Stampin' Up! Is offering a starter kit special. It's running from May 6th through May 31st. Today is May 28th, so you only have 29th, 30th, and 31st. Only 3 more days to sign up for the starter kit special. What that is, and here in the United States, you pay $99 for your kit, and you can select $165 worth of Stampin' Up! Product of your choice. Stampin' Up! Also throws in some business supplies, and you get this whole kit free shipping on it. So, I mean, it's a win-win. Plus, if you're already using Stampin' Up! Products, sign up as a demonstrator, a hobby demonstrator. You don't have to build a business with it. You just enjoy the 20% discount that you get on all your products. And in addition to that 20% that you can get as a hobby demonstrator, with the new stamp and rewards program, you will also be able to, partake of that, where you earn a percentage of $20, over $20 or more on your order. So it's a really good deal. If you've been thinking about it and you're kind of sitting on the fence and can't decide, please reach out to me at creatingwithrebecca@gmail.com, or you can call me at 402-578-3522. I would be more than happy to answer any questions that you have about the starter kit special or about being a hobby demonstrator. So please give it some consideration because it's a super great deal. And with the new catalog that has just released, we have all kinds of new product to choose from. We have the new online exclusives, um, that you can choose from. And you also get a free paper pumpkin kit in the starter kit. So, just so many positives about this. So, it's a great opportunity, and I would strongly encourage you to, consider it. Also, but wait, there's more. Um, Stampin' Up! Just released what they're calling a virtual album retreat. And you can begin, I don't really want to say registering for it because you don't register for it, but beginning today, May 28th, it's available for purchase. And what it is, it's a month by month album. So Stampin' Up! Is going to be providing you all the product to make 12 scrapbook spreads, so 2 pages uh, for each month. And what else do I need to tell you about this? So yeah, so this virtual retreat will be hosted by Stampin' Up, and those that purchase the kit will automatically get, I'll say, enrolled. I should say you'll be invited um, to a private Facebook group. And the virtual retreat is July 16th through the 18th from 2 to 10:30 p.m. Mountain Time. Now, that July 16th through the 18th is during the work week. So if you're like me and work outside the home, you cannot attend that live. But good news is that there will be the Facebook as soon as the live uh, virtual live retreat ends, then it will be available on Facebook in that private group for 30 days. And then after the 30 days, it will be uploaded to YouTube. So you don't have to be able to, put this together right away. You can take your time and do it when you have time. You can get a group of people together and assemble it together if you like. But I just wanted to mention this to you. It's a new thing that Stampin' Up! Is offering, so it's kind of exciting. Um, you know, you can get your whole year pages for a whole year done. So all you have to do is print and slap down your pictures. So I think it's a pretty fun idea. Um, that is the cost is $250, and I know that sounds like a lot of money, but when you think that you're getting all of the product except for a binder, you're getting all the product to make um, 2 page spreads for 12 months out of the year. You're getting your flip flaps, your dies. I think there's 4 different stamp sets that are in it. So, again, if you have questions about the virtual album retreat, reach out to me. I'd be happy to answer your questions. There are a limited number of kits, so if you are interested, probably ought to jump on that wagon as well, and take advantage of that if you're a scrapbooker. Um, Last but not least, Stampin' Up! Is offering 50% off um, beginning June 3rd on all available suites and suite products from the 2026 annual catalog and online exclusives. Buy one, get one at 50% off. So if you've had your eye on a new suite in the catalog, um, that's something that you're going to want to consider. That sale and promotion is June 3rd through June 30th. So um, check that out also. Okay. Thanks for listening to all of that, but I think it's important that you know about those opportunities And I know I certainly would want to know. Okay, so card number one, I've grabbed everything that we need for that card to assemble it. So let's get all the product out here. And I'm going to get my instructions. Kind of got them buried now with all my paperwork here. Okay, so let's start with the number one. And as you can see, let's do pick and pick so you can see here. So card number one tells us that we are going to use the Happy Father's Day stamp and get that on there. We're going to get the birds on an acrylic block and stamp those on the front of the card just like it is shown here. Happy Father's Day will go on our label. So let's start with those pieces, okay? And we'll get our stamps out. Happy Father's Day. And what I like to do is put this on my, if you can see, let me pull this out a little bit so you can see a little bit more here. If I raise up, there you go. Well, again, sorry for the glare of the light, but I have to be able to see. Okay, all right, so we're going to take that, get that on there, and we're going to get our birds. There we go. I hope that everybody had a good Memorial weekend. Mine was very low key. I was recovering from a sinus infection, so I was happy to be at home recovering. All right. And you know, the weather was not the best here, so I was kind of glad that I wasn't missing out on anything I thought really too much because the weather was not very cooperative for any outdoor activities. Okay, we'll use our Misty Moonlight ink and stamp our label here, Sentiment. Do I have any Paper Pumpkin subscribers with me tonight? I would love to know. Try to get that as straight as you can. And perfection is nice if you can achieve it, but I don't think perfection is the key in card making. It's handmade, so that looks really great. So we'll put our label aside. Now we've got our card base here. I'm going to turn that a little bit. And again, it looks from the instructions that we're going to stamp these first. Just over here. So I'll ink those up. They're cute little birds. I like these. Looks like there's a little bit of ink on there. Hopefully that won't. And I think I just kind of like so. Don't want to press too hard because then it kind of smudges the ink and the image. So pull, lift up. That looks pretty good. And then we've got one more little bird here. Group of birds, I should say. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. And this is going to go right over here. Okay. Once we've got that done, we'll put that card base aside. Next, it wants us to adhere 3 Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of our label that we just stamped Happy Father's Day. And then on these other pieces, we are going to put Stampin' Dimensionals on all of these as well. And this one we're going to use a lot of pieces here. So there's 4 different pieces. I don't know if you can tell, but there's one piece that goes backward that's got 3 Stampin' Dimensionals, and then this green here, Stampin' Dimensionals, and these other 2 are going to have the tear and tape. So So let's see if we can get this all figured out. It's like putting together a puzzle. Gotta get this pulled up here. There we go. So we'll flip this over, and these are pretty large dimensionals too. Kind of surprised for a label. I'm going to do 3 of those. Just like so. Okay, so that's going to be put aside. Now, this one, I think we need 3 different dimensionals here as well. Oops, sorry. Sorry. Sorry if I bumped the camera there. One right there. One in the middle. And one here. Okay. So we've got that one. This vellum piece of green, it looks like we're using the tear and tape on that one. And if you've never used tear and tape, it's pretty cool. Let's loosen that there. And we're just going to put that along the base, best you can do. And tear it like so. All right. Got those 2 pieces. And then, I believe the smaller one, if I'm correct, is going to use tear and tape also. That's kind of just about right there. And this wants to move on me, which I don't want it to move. There we go. Okay, and then this vellum piece here is going to have, again, hard to tell. Kind of wondering. No, this would have to be it. This is going to have dimensionals. It's kind of interesting how they've got them staggered on here. So we'll give that a go. More, what about there? And what about there? Okay. Oops, put that there. All right, so next, so we've got all of our backings or adhesive on there. Step number 3, it says apply A first, then B, then C, and then D. And lastly, we will apply our sentiment label. So let's see. Let's get our card base back in here. And see what we can do here. All right, so I believe this to be A because that's the way the image is shown to be. So we're gonna, excuse me, gonna tear off our backings. This is that Lost Lagoon color, I believe, and I really do love it. It's a really pretty shade. It's not blue, but it's not green. Okay. I'm going to try to straighten this out here. And adhere that. Like so. Okay. Well, maybe move over just a smidge more to the left. I was afraid to get it too far over because I didn't want it to be on that crease. But maybe that will be. Well, there we go. Okay, so we've got our first layer. Then we're going to take B. So if we flip that like this, hopefully that to be this piece right here. It's going to go over that, and then it's going to cover up our Stampin' Dimensionals, so you won't be able to see those, but you'll see this vellum. So we will take our tape here. Get under that. Pull that off of there. And adhere this like so. When you're layering like this, I'm trying to be really careful to make sure I can get them matched up so those other layers underneath don't show through, but I'm not liking the way that looks, so try that again. Maybe match that more over here than over there. Who knew this would be a challenge, huh? Trying to get it there and there on the bottom. Okay, I think that's good. All right. So we got A and B. Next is C, which is going to be this piece right here with the tear and tape. So lots of layering in this. I'm really happy to see them come out with a masculine kit. I know Stampin' Up! Loves their flowers, and boy, I love flowers too. But I am really happy to see a masculine card. Okay, lastly, we have this that goes right here in the corner. So tear those backings off. And adhere that. Great. Okay, then we have our label. This goes pretty fast because all your pieces are, pre-cut for you. A little bit of stamping and that's it. And there you go. Happy Father's Day. And we will burnish this with our, sorry for the noise, our bone folder. And there you have it. It may look like I got that over a little bit far, but maybe we can, I don't know if we can adjust that. Because now that the card is folded, I can see that crease. So let's see if we can straighten that up just a little bit. It just seems a little long no matter which side you put it on. You try to square it up, but it looks a little long. So there, I think that's as good as we're going to get, folks. So you can always trim that just a little bit if you need to. But that's card number 1. What do you think? Lots of layering. Okay, let's go on to card number 2 and see what they have us doing next. Okay, so here I have card number 2. All right. So we've got a die cut of some trees. We've got this little, what looks like a label, but it's just a die cut. And then this little sentiment here. And then our card base. And a piece of Misty Moonlight Vellum. All right, let's see what they have us doing here. So here, on card number 2, we're going to use our little small group of birds and stamp up here. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so we have our birds in flight. So we'll put that aside for a moment. And I'm going to close this up just so that I don't drop something in it. Okay, next we're going to take our die cut with the trees. And we're going to put some Stampin' Dimensionals on there. One right about there. Okay, so that one's done. We'll put that aside. we're going to take this long piece and put a couple dimensionals there. Take our sentiment, and here they have them a little more on the left. So that's what we'll try to do. And then our vellum, it's kind of interesting. I wonder if there's two pieces here because that's a little misleading. Okay, this, as I'm studying this, it looks like that is a piece because it's got dimensionals on it. That's a separate piece because it's got tear and tape. And then when I look over here, it looks like they're treating this as A, and then B is a smaller piece down here, but it doesn't match this size here. So I'm not too sure about that. We'll kind of play this by ear, I think. Let's see how this might look if I do this. I hate to cover up those trees on the bottom, but like I said, I was going to, let me see here. Let's look at the picture on the front. Sometimes that helps decipher what they might be doing. Yeah, it kind of looks like there's another piece there. Let's see if there's any other vellum that can go there. It's not brown. They kind of make it look like, Oh, I wonder if it's one of these pieces. Here, let's see. Go back to 2. Okay, card number 2. If we go on the back, it's telling us that we need our card base here, our white label, our blue sentiment. And it looks like there's supposed to be 2 pieces here, but I don't know. That's a really, I mean, surely they wouldn't do that, would they? I mean, that's the same thing, so we wouldn't do that. I think maybe that's it. I don't know. I'm not going to cover this because that would be silly. That's the same thing, so I'm not gonna cover that. If that's what they're telling me to do, I don't think I'm gonna do it because that's just silly to me. It's really kind of hard to tell from their picture here, but that's what it looks like they're doing. But they take that out. It's the same thing. So why would I do that? Okay, I think we're gonna do this, guys. I think we're just gonna stick with these pieces because it just doesn't make sense to have the same thing covered. Okay, so back to card number 2. And I think I'm just going to use tear and tape on here on the bottom. Strip there. And tear. And then we'll do a piece up here. Okay. So So we're going to put this on next. How do you like my tarot, my tool here? I kind of broke it. I was trying to do something, busted it, but it's still good. I can still use it to remove tape and things. I'm just careful. I have another one, so, but I love the take your pick tool. Okay, so we're going to put this down here at the bottom best we can. Then trying to match and cover this. Okay, we got that pretty good. And then we're going to do our trees. It looks like. And as always, you do not have to follow the kit. So if you are inspired to do something different, that is totally 100% okay. And then next we will do this, our little white die cut. And I think we kind of want that about there. Maybe up just a tidge more. And then we're going to put our little sentiment on there. And have that like so. There. And that is card number 2. What do you think? I love the trees and the mountains. This reads, thank you for being the person you are. I like the sentiment. So that's number 2. Okay, moving on to number 3. We've got a card base. We've got this piece, and this piece that we're going to be layering onto the card. But let's see what sentiments they want. Here they want us to use, you mean the world to me. Okay, so what we need to do is I need to bring in my scrub. Stamp and scrub is what it's called. One side is for to be wet and the other side is to dry. So I'm using my Stampin' Mist, and I can clean my blocks, and it gets the ink off of there. See, and then you dry it. I'll go ahead and do all these while I have it out and wet. And what's really great about this little Stampin' case here is you can take these inserts out and just rinse them out, let them dry, pop them back in, and they're good to go. I just did that this weekend. Got that nice and cleaned up and ready to go. Okay, that's done. And we're going to find you mean the world to me. Let's put some of these back on their base. No, yeah, let's do this because it's kind of. Here we go. You mean the world to me. All right. So we're going to stamp that up here. You can see there's kind of an image here that looks like the sun. Just gently tap, tap, tap to get ink on there. And then, it's kind of hard to see because I've got the. Just going to do it like so. And I lift right up. And I think that looks good. Okay. So next it looks like we're going to take our 3 pieces This will be C. And we'll need 3 dimensionals on here. I'm thinking we're going to have a lot of dimensionals left over, you guys. This is a big thing of dimensionals. Okay. Then we're going to take our blue Misty Moonlight Vellum. We flip that over. And you can tell which side is which because the side that we're putting dimensionals on is the lighter color side. Okay, and last but not least, we have this piece right here. Piece up there. I like to hit all the corners first. Let's see what we need. Oh, about there it looks like. And what about there? Okay. That's all for our dimensionals. Then we start adhering them. So we're going to do A first, like so. I hate just covering up all of that beautiful design, but that's what we're going to do because that is what the instructions read. And now you can understand why I didn't want to put all these cards together because the card bases are so beautiful that to layer them with all of this other cardstock and vellum, it's just hard for me to do. I think it's too pretty to cover up. Get that straight there. There we go. That's A. This will be B. I have to say, I do love my paper pumpkin kits, though. I look forward to receiving them every month. It's a great way to get some cards put together, and it's no stress. You put together as many as you want, when you want. And, okay, that's B. And then C will be this right here. Okay. And then you have your last card, which is a very handsome card, I will say that. So I really do like these. So these are our 3 final cards. And I'm going to guess that these are the envelopes that go with it. Got the petal pink for this one. And Moss Lagoon over here for this one. So I think they match beautifully. Can you see all those? Oh, let me bring it down a little bit. I'll bring the camera up. There we go. That might be better. Now you can see a little bit better. But these are really, the colors are really vibrant as always, and the camera never does them justice. But these are really pretty. But I did want to show you what my plan is. So what I did is I took all the card bases from the other cards and I cut them in half. So in doing so, I've got 12 more cards that I can use to design additional cards. So in addition to these 3, I've got 12 more here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Because you will see that the back of the cards have that same design on each one of these, which is very pretty, right? Usually the back of the cards might be white, the ones that you buy at the store, but these are both have designs on both of them. But I thought, why not cut those card bases in half, and then I can extend the number of cards that I have. So for this one, for example, You could do some Lost Lagoon for a card base. I think black would be really stunning. Here, Petal Pink, Lost Lagoon, Mossy Meadow would be a great card base. Um, so I just think that, these are so beautiful and, extend the cards that you could make. So instead of just getting 9 cards out of this paper pumpkin kit, you would be getting 15, 12 here, 13, 14, 15. So it's a great way to extend the number of cards that you can make. So, friends, these are the cards for May's Paper Pumpkin Kit, Mountain Majesties. I hope that you enjoyed watching me assemble the cards, and I hope that it helped you in some way. And I hope that you'll come back next month, which is going to be June. Let's see, it will be June 21, 2, 3, 4, June 25th, Wednesday, June 25th. Come back here on my YouTube channel at 8 o'clock on that night, and we will assemble June's paper pumpkin kit. So if you have any questions about anything Stampin' Up, if you're interested in the starter kit special, the virtual retreat, any questions at all that I can help you with about anything, or you want to order product, please reach out to me at creatingwithrebecca@gmail.com, or you can reach me on my phone at 402-578-3522. Until I see you next time, happy stamping. Bye for now.